What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. As always, a huge thanks for coming back. We really appreciate you. So today's gonna be a pretty exciting day. We finally have the drop track bar bracket for this truck, so for the OBS trucks, and it's gonna be the drop track bar bracket for the 428-inch lift springs on these trucks. And I am just beyond excited about this thing. We spent that thing's been in development now for almost a year. I started developing it, but we've really been testing it for the last month and trying to get the perfect track bar bracket. And I'm honestly super excited about this thing, and I think we've got the right one. Again, super excited about it. I truly do believe that this is going to be the strongest stock geometry, stock placement, stock track bar brackets, if that makes any sense. This thing's an absolute beefcake. I'm super excited about this. I didn't, I like I said, I took my time designing this thing and making sure that it was going to be the strongest, the best geometry that I could possibly be able to get, and I think we achieved it. Again, like I said, I am super excited with this thing, and like I said, in today's video, we're going to try and install it. We will be doing actual on-road testing now. So again, super excited about this thing. Yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at this thing. Okay guys, so here it is. Again, an extremely beefy track bar bracket, and we're just really proud about this thing. Like I said, I really took my time designing this thing and making sure that it was going to be everything that I wanted it to be, and I definitely think we achieved it. Again, very excited about it. I think it's a really good looking track bar bracket. It's gonna have all the correct angles, where I want them, the placement, the fitment, everything. It's gonna be pretty good with this thing. Again, very excited about it. It still keeps our adjustment shims, which is something that I think is really cool, and some other people are catching on to that design. And another really cool thing is that if you have our current track bar brackets, I made this thing, as you can see, with the same bolt pattern as our current track bar bracket. So basically say that you already have our full kit. So you've got our sway bar brackets, track bar brackets, coil buckets, radius arm brackets. Making it this way, all you have to do is buy the track bar bracket and basically the lift kit, so springs, shocks, either radius arms or radius arm drop brackets, and a pitman arm, and it'll work. But you can keep the sway bar brackets, coil buckets, and radius arm brackets. And again, I just really wanted to do that because I know that a lot of you guys have been asking for this bracket, and you bought the current kit that we have because you wanted to support us and buy our parts. So the least that I could do is basically make this backwards compatible. So all you have to do is, like I said, buy this bracket. But just super excited about it. I mean, we basically made this thing as reinforced as we could. We've got basically this plate going all the way to the back of the cross member, kind of like our current track bar bracket, and then we added some reinforcement to it. We've got this other side going to that plate that goes to the track bar bracket. We've got a reinforcement at the bottom, at the top. This thing is absolutely solid, like super solid. And then obviously we've got our face plate. And on the production model, we're gonna have our logo going across right here, which I think is pretty cool. I'm just so excited about this thing, guys. Like I can't wait to install it. Now this will have to be paired with a drop pitman arm, and basically the one that I have right now on this truck is that one right there, which I believe is a 3-inch drop pitman arm. So I'll also be providing the OBS ones with a kit. They'll be rimmed out to the correct taper for the drag link. But yeah, now once we're done installing all of this fun stuff over here, we are going to move forward with our radius arms, which I'm super excited about too. Okay, you guys might as well start a game where you take a shot every time I say super excited. I gotta stop that. Anyways, like I said, I really want to make a set of radius arms for these trucks. Honestly, if I make radius arms, they'll work with any Super Duty up to like 2016 that uses this setup. Anyways, if you guys remember, if you've been following for a while, I kind of made a little sketch on my welding table of what I was thinking about doing, and basically what it's going to be is, well, most people refer to a 3-link. It's not really a 3-link, it's still a radius arm, but it'll be a tube that goes from here to the mounting location on our radius arms, and then a secondary one that goes from there that welds to the tube that runs across. And the shorter tube will also be adjustable, so you can actually dial in your caster through the radius arms, which I think is pretty cool. But yeah, basically that's going to be the next thing that we're going to be working on over the next couple of weeks, getting that finalized. I already have it partway started, so hopefully that won't take too long to get designed, because it's something that I want to be testing with this new kit. And then we'll go ahead and install our track bar bracket. We'll install these leaf springs. So these are actually 4-inch Skyjacker soft ride leaf springs. And the reason why I'm testing those ones first is basically because, one, it'll already be pretty close to where it's at right now, so it won't be that big of a deal to install them. And two, at the lowest ride height that I want to design this kit, I think that's where it's most important to test it, to make sure that there's no clearance issues or anything like that. Because once we install the 7-inch springs that I have for this thing, like, pretty much nothing's gonna hit. At that point, it's basically gonna be just making sure that the geometry works right. Now, I've been cycling this thing like crazy, dropping it as far as it can go, as high, and everything's looking really good. I'm actually really happy with the relationship between the track bar bracket and the drag link. I think they're spot on, so I'm super excited about that. There's another shot. But yeah, again, enough talking. Let me go ahead, get everything ready, and then we'll install this track bar bracket. Okay guys, so update time. We have the bracket on the truck, on the frame, and like I said, this thing is an absolute freaking beefcake. Like, it is awesome. I really like the way that it turned out. Honestly, my favorite part about this is that arm going to the cross member. Looks so good, with, especially like with those welds, that little extra support that we added to it. I absolutely love the way that it looks. But as you can see, this would be probably about full tuck. That would be bump stops fully engaged on it, so this is where it would be limited to as far as its up travel. And that's basically because at that point you start getting contact with your steering components and your track bar bracket or your drag link. As you can see, like, they are fully compressed at this height, so that's kind of what we're limited by. But again, like I said, this is still 3 inches more up travel than at stock. So again, this is pretty good, pretty impressive. And like I said, plenty of clearance between the axle and the track bar bracket, and everything around here looks good too, so definitely very happy with that. I still gotta add another bolt over there. But as far as that goes, like it's pretty much there. It's set. So all we got to do is drop the axle all the way down, install our 4-inch springs, and we'll be good to go. Also, I was filming all this stuff on the GoPro on a new mount, and yeah, it went horribly wrong. So sorry you guys missed the install, but it's super easy. Hey guys, we have everything put back together. The only thing we got to put back is the tires and the sway bars, but it's looking good. It's looking really good. I'm really excited about this. We've got, like I said, our Skyjacker 4-inch springs. We got to set our Foxes in there. I'm actually really excited to test drive this thing. These definitely look a little bit long, the Foxes, because I actually bought them. They should match up pretty good with the 7-inch springs, but with this spring it's definitely a little bit short, but it looks really, really nice. I'm very excited about it. The last thing I'm gonna have to check and I wish I would have done it earlier because I forgot, but I'm gonna have to pull that steering box because that's a Super Duty steering box. So just to be sure, I'm gonna have to pull it off and then test all of this again with the OBS setup. So an OBS drop pivot arm, which I do have here in hand, and the gearbox, which I also have it. So yeah, I think I'm gonna drive this setup for a few days, then pull it back in the shop, tear it back apart, test the OBS gearbox, make sure that all that fits good, take it back off, put this one back on. Might not be a bad idea to get a new gearbox because this one's getting kind of sloppy. So maybe replace it with the new gearbox and test the 7-inch springs. But yeah, it's looking good. I did go ahead and drill that extra bolt hole back over there. And again, this thing is, I just love the way that it turned out, the way that it looks. It is so beefy. And again, we are gonna hopefully have a BDD logo on here before we're done with all of this. But I'm excited. I'm really excited to test these Fox shocks, these springs. I think it's gonna ride good. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead, throw the wheels and tires back on this thing, and hopefully take it for a test drive. Alright guys, this thing is freaking done, and I actually really like the stance of this thing. Now it is a little bit squatted, we'll fix that, but I actually really like it, especially once we get our 37s in. It's gonna be perfect. I am going to 37s. We're gonna keep the same methods that we have because one, I really like them, and two, you know, we're broke, so but no, I actually really like those methods. So we got some 37s coming for it, and I think that combined with about this much lift will be, I think, perfect. I think it looks really nice. Again, like I said, we are going to bring that back up about 1 inch. Right now the front is about 3/4 of an inch higher than the rear, but like I said, we are going to raise. I want to make my own blocks for the rear to eliminate that double stack block that it has. So that's going to be coming soon too. And I think it's something that I'm throwing the idea of selling full packages. So basically what that means is all the brackets, the shocks, the springs, a block for the rear. It's just stuff that's going to take me a little bit of time. I want to research how I can source the springs, like becoming dealers for a company like Skyjacker, or you know, whatever springs that I end up liking. Same for like the shocks. The shocks, I could actually probably get them through my buddy TSW, and then get them custom tuned for these trucks. But again, you know, that's gonna be right now. I really need to focus on finishing the parts that I need to finish right now. And again, super happy with the way this thing turned out. Haven't had a chance to drive it yet. One, because it's super low on oil, you know, 7.3 problems. And two, I really gotta get my ass back to packaging. I'm starting to almost fall behind on orders, so I gotta go ahead and package, send out a few kits, and yeah, I'll probably a little bit later today, I'm gonna go take a few things to the post office, pick up some oil for this thing, and drive it back home tonight. It's amazing. I am incredibly happy with the way that it turned out, everything. And again, like I said, all we gotta do is just drive it now, and make sure that it performs as good as it looks. Like, look at that angle. Look at that angle. Oh man, this thing is nice. And just picture it with some 37s. It's gonna be perfect. But yeah, guys, definitely keep watching. You know, leave a like, leave any comments down below that you might have. Again, like I said, we gotta test this kit out for a couple of weeks at least. So expect about at least that long before this goes on the website, the drop track bar bracket. But yeah, if you guys are excited about it, let me know. If you want me to do anything like a pre-order or anything like that, I'll more than gladly do it now, because now I know that we're this close to having it open. I didn't want to open any pre-orders before because I didn't have anything on the truck yet, and I wasn't sure how long it was going to take us. But now that I have a product that I really like, that I'm happy with, again, like if I said, like I said, if you guys are interested in a pre-order, drop a comment down below, email me, and we can start a pre-order for this kit with the 4 to 8 inch track bar bracket. And again, guys, a huge thank you for the support. I mean, we are where we are right now because of you guys, and I really truly do believe that we have the best kit on the market. So, and again, leave a like, leave a comment down below, don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.